Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to do this part of the video just because it might get a little confusing. So here's, I just copy and pasted the example that I'm going to do. I'm going to use the one that we used in class. So planting depth is going to be 1/8 of an inch. Seed spacing is going to be 2 to 3 inches. So for yours specifically, it doesn't have seed spacing, it has thinning. You're going to just use the thinning one. So I'm going to start my first seed. So this is your seed right here. This little circle that's right next to you, that's your seed. So I use the grids. I think they're very helpful. I'm going to start it just 1 inch and 1 inch away from everything. So I'm just going to make sure this grid up here says 1 inch, this grid over here says 1 inch, and that's where I'm going to put my first seed, okay? And then it says, so you guys specifically, like I said, are going to use the thinning. You're going to lay your seeds out as if they were already thinned. So I have my first seed, and our seed spacing is 2 to 3 inches. So I am going to stick to the 2 as long as you pick one of the 2. So here's, again, if you look up top above my red circle, you can see the grid kind of shows you what you're doing. So you want to keep in line with the one on the left, and you want to move over 2 inches. So that would put us right at 3. And then you're essentially going to copy and paste and keep doing this over and over until you hit the end. So again, making sure I'm lined up with that first one, and then I'm moving over 2 inches. Copy and paste again, moving over, making sure I'm moving over 2 inches, staying in line, and then I'm going to copy and paste again all the way until I get to the end. Now there's only a 1/2 inch at the end. That's honestly fine. I care more about seed spacing. So when I go to grade this, I'm going to open, you're going to share your video, which you're going to explain like, hey, so I did spacing 1 inch away, 1 inch over, and then each seed has 2 inch spacing apart because that's what it was supposed to be. And even your you could do the next row. So this one was planted at 1, so this one has to be at 3. Again, just making sure you're in line with everything. Do your next row. So you are going to do this off camera, and then you're going to explain it on camera. So you're going to explain what you did on camera to say like 2 inches apart because that's my seed spacing, 2 inches apart from all the other seeds, and you're going to plant the whole flat as much as you can. Again, don't worry if there's only 1 inch at the end and it's supposed to be 2 inches, it's fine, okay? So that's how you do the flat, okay? So this top one is our flat seed spacing. For soil depth, so I have here a 2 inch square. What you're going to do is you're going to grab this black box here, and you're going to make this black box look like the hole, okay? So if this was 2 inches of soil, you want to make this black box look like what you would plant. So this one is only 1/8 of an inch, so it's going to be really small. You might have to go back to remembering a little bit of where does the end of this box land? Oh, sorry, there's the bell, guys. Oh, at 1/2. I might fix that for you guys, but so this ends at 1/2, so I'm gonna go 1 notch past 1/2. So I want that bottom line to be 1 notch past 1/2, and that's 1/8 of an inch right there, okay? So again, you're going to have to use these rulers on the side. It is tricky. It is something that's it's going to take practice, but I know you guys can do it. So once I have this up, you're going to start your screencastify by demonstrating squeezing a sponge, cloth, whatever. Remember in the video yesterday, I showed you how much moisture should come out of soil when you squeeze it. So you're going to start off the video by doing that, and then you're going to pop onto this drawing that you create for your specific plant, and you're going to talk about I did seed spacing of 2 inches because that's what they suggested. and I planted all these, this would obviously be finished. And then for soil depth, I made it 1/8 of an inch because, again, that's what the package said. Then you're also going to share this document with me. You're going to upload, onto it. So you're going to be on the assignment. You're going to upload your screencastify video and also this document so that I can see it and actually make sure your measurements are correct. If you have questions, please feel free to contact me. I know it's lab days, so I'm not really available to kind of help, but you can always shoot me an email and I can email back as quick as I can. Okay? Hopefully this helps.